72 here. Of course, you know he's Brian by now. Anyways, I picked up more Criterions. I showed you, I picked up 6 Criterion titles during the sale. Maybe that's kind of stupid because, you know, I'm trying to save money for Japan, but I do have some money saved. Quite a substantial amount, I think, for the trip to Japan. I don't know about taxes next year because I was on unemployment for a little while. Now I'm going back to work next week, so I can start, you know, preparing. You know, I don't think I'd buy an airline ticket or get a tour package until probably sometime next year in 2021. But I'm gonna have to see how things turn out. You know, like with the virus going on and travel. You know, all that. You know, have to play it by ear a little bit. So you know, I wouldn't be buying an airline ticket right now, anyways. You know, gotta see how things play themselves out. Yeah. So, but anyways, let me show you the movies. I'll just briefly show you what I picked up in my previous video, which was a Black Panther, and that was these two, War of the Worlds, and Buster Keaton's The Cameraman. I show these more sort of in depth. You know, I haven't watched them yet, but you know, I think I've seen The Cameraman before because when I looked at one of the special features in the Blu-ray, I think I've seen it before. But that's fine because I think I liked the movie. And then War of the Worlds I saw when I was like 9 or 10 maybe, or something like that on TV. So I haven't seen that since maybe the late 80s or the late 70s, early 80s. I think the early 80s maybe is when I saw it. And I think it was on TV. So, any event, here's the other ones I picked up. Let me see. Let me go in the order that I got them in the mail. Yeah, let's do it that way. I'm just rearranging them. Okay, so I picked up this box set, Bruce Lee, Greatest Hits, and I don't know. My friend was saying that it was a good box. You know, it was a good. He bought it. Anyways, I thought, you know, might not be a bad thing to buy. I saw that it was like $120 full retail price, and it was like $66 on sale, and you're getting like, and it's 506 minutes. You know, I think it's loaded with special features. It's got this nice Bruce Lee right there. I don't know. I know there's the famous movie he made. Maybe I think it's his last movie, Enter the Dragon, and it has a memorable scene in it with a scene with with mirrors, which I guess is sort of like the movie The Lady from Shanghai, which I think Orson Welles directed. And there's another mirror movie. Maybe I'm thinking of Snow White, but I think that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar right there. I think it says the basketball player. I think it says so underneath. I'm pretty sure. Yes, I think that's him. And then you get some nice pictures here. Maybe they're posters or something. So, and then I found out that Jackie Chan, I guess, was his double, maybe. Oh, and Chuck Norris, I think, makes an appearance in this box set. I'm not sure which film. Oh, and then also, where is he? Well, oh wait, okay. So, I think, here we go. I think that's Chuck Norris, maybe, and then where's right here is, wait, right there. I think that's John Saxon, who died recently. He was 83 when he passed away. He passed away maybe a week or so ago, and he's been a noticeable person in movies. He was in, among other movies, he was in Nightmare on Elm Street. He was the Nancy's the name of the character, Heather Langenkamp. The character she plays, Nancy, in Nightmare on Elm Street, her father plays the cop, and the cop is played by John Saxon. So that's, and then I'll show you I'm just going to show you the disc. I don't want to, it's too much of a production to take all these out, but it's 7 discs right there. 5 of the movies, and I think the supplements, I think it has a different version of one of the other movies, a different cut, I think, or something. I'm not quite, I have to look. I think it's a different cut of Enter the Dragon. I think that's what the case is. But it is, some nice art. So it's just irresistible to buy these. I mean, there's such good quality. They tell why such the films. Most of the time, the films that I buy theirs as blind buys, I'm pleasantly surprised by. And very few. I have had a few times where I wasn't pleased with the movie. But most of the time I do like them. And so it's very rare for me when I find a Criterion that I'm not into. Well, there's a few directors I'm not really into, like Wes Anderson, for example, or Jean Renoir, for example. So, yeah, so, okay, this is another one I got called the Cremator. It's Czech. I think it's about the Holocaust, and I think the main character is the guy that cremates bodies. I think the director is a Jewish director. I think he was. Well, I watched some of the special features. I think his family, the director, went through the Holocaust, and maybe his whole family, except for. Maybe his whole family survived. I'm not sure. I think some of his family died. Maybe some of his more extended family. I think at least he and his father. Well, he survived, and his father. I think the rest of his family survived. I'm not sure. But anyways, it's a cremator. I thought it looked kind of interesting. And then there's a YouTuber named Movie Chatter. Movie. And then Chatter, and she actually influenced these last 2 buys that I did. This one called Taste of Cherry, and she read about what was on the back of this. It really piqued my interest. There's a 39-minute sketch film for Taste of Cherry. Made by his son, I think. Yeah, son. Interview with film scholar Hamad Nafisi. Interview from 1997 with Abbas Kiarostami. Conducted by film scholar Jamshid Akram. Program in 2017 on Kiarostami's use of landscape featuring film scholar Kristen Thompson. So he's an Iranian filmmaker. I do have a few of his other movies. I have Close Up, and I have the Coker trilogy, which both I haven't watched yet, but I'm looking forward at some point with all my movies. I don't, where to begin and where to end. But when Movie Chatter talked about what the plot of this movie was about, it intrigued me. She was saying what was on the back of this Criterion, and I guess it's a guy who wants to commit suicide, and he interviews 3 people and to see how they would take care of his remains. And I think it's against Islam, or maybe in Iran, to commit suicide or something like that. So it sounded intriguing. And then the last one, I thought it was a more recent film, but it came out in '85, and it's a Soviet movie. The cinematography was done by Roger Deakins. So it's called Come and See. I think it's supposed to be this really great anti-war movie. I thought I heard it was getting a lot of buzz, but then of course it's '85, so it's a little back farther from now. But I hear it's really good. But I think the buzz is that the fact that it's in a Criterion edition. I think it was very hard for this film to see right here, nearly blocked from being made by Soviet censors who took 7 years to approve its script. Come and See is perhaps the most visceral, impossible to forget anti-war film ever made. That sounds pretty persuasive to me, so I just bought it from that. In his interview with the director Elem, Klimov's brother and frequent collaborator, German Klimov. An interview with Roger Deakins, and 3 1975 films from Flaming Memory, a documentary series by Viktor Dashuk, featuring first-hand accounts of survivors of the genocide during World War II, in what is now known as Belarus. Interview from 2001 with Elem Klimov, interviews from 2001 with actor Alexei Kravchenko and production designer Viktor Petrov. Story of the film Come and See in 1985. Short film featuring interviews with Klimov, Kravchenko, and writer Alice Adamich. In the theatrical re-release trailer and essays. And anyways, I think maybe not just Movie Chatter, but maybe some other people were talking about how wonderful this film was. So that's why I picked it up. So anyways, that does it. That's my haul. So it's just for a recap. Come and See. Taste of Cherry. The Cremator. Bruce Lee is big. Bruce Lee is his greatest hits. And then the ones I bought further back during the sale: Buster Keaton's A Cameraman and War of the Worlds by I don't know who directed this, but George Powell did this special effects, and it's based on H.G. Wells' novel. All right, I'll wrap it up right there. Comments are welcome. See you later. Maybe I'll have some more videos coming down this on my channel. Like music, GarageBand stuff that I've worked on. I've done maybe one other songs with my new wah pedal, or maybe I did two. Besides the one you use. The only wah pedal one that's on my channel is the last GarageBand video I put on my channel, so that's the only one with a wah on it. But I might put some more on. I did at least one other song on GarageBand with a wah pedal, but I think it needs a lot of work. It's too long. It's like 15 minutes long, and I got to chop it up. And I don't think I want to make it that long, but who knows? But anyways, enough is enough. Comments are welcome, and thank you for for watching. Bye for now.
Thank you.